Mr. Speaker, sir, for the National Assembly, the legal representation is as follows. The Honorable James Orengo, Senior Counsel, leading the team. Mr. Paul Nyamodi, Legal Counsel. Myself, Eric Gumbo, Legal Counsel. Dr. Mudomi Viankolu, Legal Counsel. Mr. Moses Kipkogei, Legal Counsel. Mr. Peter Wanyama, Legal Counsel. Mr. Ken Meli, Legal Counsel. And Mr. Mwangi Kangu, Legal Counsel. Mr. Speaker, sir, this team is further assisted by a team of our younger colleagues, Mr. Alex Bayer, Legal Counsel, Mr. Elias Ouma, Legal Counsel, Mr. Eric Muriuki, Legal Counsel, Mr. Boniface Mawira, Legal Counsel, and Ms. Joanne Geruto, Legal Counsel. From the National Assembly, we have the Honorable Otiende Amolo, Senior Counsel. We have the Honorable George Gitonga Murugara. We have the Honorable Samuel Chepkonga. We have the Honorable John Makali. And we also have the Honorable Zamzam Mohammed. I submit, Mr. Speaker, sir.
I similarly now invite counsel for His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua, EGH, the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, to introduce the legal team representing His Excellency the Deputy President by stating the full name and designation of each person. Counsel, you may proceed.
Mheshimiwa Speaker, honorable senators, the legal team representing His Excellency the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, is present in this august house are as follows. Myself, Paul Muite, Elisha Ongoya, Tom Macharia, Soanya Victor Ogeto, Ndego Anjiro, John Jomo, Faith Waigwa, Amos Kisilu, George Wandati, George Sakiba, Andrew Muge, Eric Naibei, Mrs. Julia Omwamba, and Mr. Willis Echeza. Mheshimiwa Speaker, we will be raising an issue about one of the members of the legal team read out this morning as representing the National Assembly. I thank you, and I thank honorable members.
Honorable Senators, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Senate, I welcome the National Assembly and its team, His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua, EGS, the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, and his team, members of the public and the media, to the Senate and to these proceedings. Now, as you are aware, Article 118 of the Constitution mandates Parliament to conduct its business in an open manner, and that its sittings and those of its committees shall be open to the public. the hearing of the proposed removal from office of the Deputy President pursuant to Article 145 of the Constitution, Standing Order 78, and the second schedule to the standing orders of the Senate is a matter that has generated immense public interest. The Senate, in this particular hearing, has facilitated members of the public who are interested in the proceeding to access its galleries. However, I draw the attention of the members of public who are seated in the galleries to Rule 28 of the Speaker's rules, which state as follows. Visitors in the galleries shall remain seated, shall not applaud, comment audibly, make signs, eat, sleep, read books, newspapers, or other material except the order paper for the day, or create any disturbance. I request the members of public to observe the aforesaid rule. Any member of the public who contravenes the Speaker's rule will be inviting stern action against them, which includes expulsion from the precincts of Parliament. The office of the Clerk of the Senate is directed to ensure compliance with the Speaker's rules. Honorable Senators, ladies and gentlemen, finally, I now invite the Clerk to read the particulars of the allegations against His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua, EGH, the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya. Clerk, you may proceed.
Mr. Speaker, sir, my name is Degwanjiro, and perhaps before we proceed to the next session, my learned senior counsel, Paul Moite, did raise an issue that we have an objection in terms of the appearances of legal counsel appearing for the National Assembly. Mr. Speaker, sir, our objection is in line with the conduct of this House, and the records bear as witness that we also have, we'll also be relying on an authority in our objection. Mr. Speaker, sir, we are raising an objection to the appearance of my senior advocate, legal counsel, James Orengo, to represent the National Assembly in these proceedings. And this is the basis of our objection briefly, that my learned friend, senior James Orengo, is a full-time serving state officer as per Article 260 of the Constitution, as read together with Section 26, subsection 2 of the Leadership and Integrity Act, which bars a full-time state officer from engaging in meaningful employment. Mr. Speaker, sir, it will be prejudicial to our client if this House was to allow my learned friend, senior James Orengo, to represent the National Assembly in these proceedings. Mr. Speaker, sir, just recently, this House, which is a House of record, we bear as witness that during the impeachment of the Deputy Governor of Kisii County, the County Assembly attempted to appear by legal counsel represented by one Honorable Soro. An objection was raised by my learned friend, Senator Chargay, which objection was sustained by this House. Mr. Speaker, sir, our objection is further premised in the High Court decision, that is High Court Constitutional Petition 204 of 2019, where Justice Ogola barred His Excellency the Governor of Siaya County from representing the then Director General of Kenya Port Authority, one Daniel Maduk. The judgment is before this honorable House that a person who is engaged in full-time employment cannot then purport to appear and represent a party before this assembly. It will raise serious conflict of interests. The same will prejudice our client, and it's also in violation of clear provisions of the law as cited. In that respect, Mr. Speaker, sir, we invite you to uphold our objection before the charges are read out to our client. Mr. Speaker, sir, in this ruling that I've just cited, the court was of the view that a person who is engaged in full-time engagement as a state officer cannot and is barred from representing a party in a private capacity. We so beseech you, Mr. Speaker, sir, to uphold our objection. I am most humbled.
Counsel for the National Assembly, if you look at our program, the preliminary